Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Loof here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing a reading for the 14th of May to the 21st of May. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be links in the description box if you are interested in any private services with me. Everything that you need will be there. Sagittarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Sagittarius, for the third week of May, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, that's your challenge for the third week of May. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's what you don't see coming. All right. So let's talk about your challenge. Now, your challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is, she's a beautiful energy, really. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's regal. She is almost like a very calm energy. She's calm. She's very assertive within herself. She's somebody who's highly respected. This is who you want to become. This is what you're working on. Every day you're becoming this, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You are working on becoming the highest version of yourself. And remember, if you are a Sagittarius, you are evolving into Capricorn. We're always evolving into the sign that is following our sign, okay? Because the horoscope, the zodiac in astrology is connected to evolution. So a person goes from being Aries to Pisces. They go from being the baby to being the old man, okay, which is Pisces. So for many of you, you are evolving into Capricorn. You are becoming stable. You're learning to become stable in your life. You're learning to become regal. You're learning to become reserved in your life. You're learning how to stand on your own 2 feet, how to be successful on your own, how to be patient in life. So this is going to be a big part of your challenge, really embodying the Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, if somebody can be so kind enough to comment below, what are the characteristics of the Queen of Pentacles? What does the Queen of Pentacles do? How is she? How does she function? How does she act? Right? And like I said, genders aren't really important in the reading. What's really important is the energy that is exemplified by this card. So that's going to be a big part of your challenge, the Queen of Pentacles. We're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information on this and see why it's your challenge in a moment. Okay, let's talk about the recent past. Now, in the recent past, you have the Two of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Cups, okay, in the recent past. All right. So in the recent past, I do feel that something in your life happened that really upset you. It really bothered you. Something happened here in the past with a past person, past friend, past environment, past situation. When this situation happened in the past to you, you started to close yourself off to certain people. You started to close yourself off just to experiences in general. Some of you started to block certain people from your past, and you felt that by doing that in the past, you were protecting yourself, right? You said, oh, I'm just going to close myself off to these people or this experience from the past because I don't want to go there again. I don't want to experience that again. I don't want to have to go through that again. So what this led to in the past for many of you is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is talking about really self-indulgence, right? Focusing on yourself, really putting all your energy back into yourself, whether that was overeating, over drinking, overdoing self-care here in the past, because The way you healed in the past, Sagittarius, was by you refocusing your energy on yourself. And even though this looked in the past like a narcissistic energy, a lot of you felt that you were losing yourself here in the past because of something that you went through in the past. So you had no other choice but to get really serious with yourself and start blocking people. So you started blocking people in the past, literally blocking them on your phone. Maybe you were trying to avoid certain people here in the past because you just didn't feel that these people in the past had your best interests at heart. And you really, really were at this place deep down inside where you needed to refocus your energy back on yourself. And that's what I feel happened in the past for you. We're going to get more information on this when we clarify in a moment. Okay. Now, in the present moment, the energies that you have are the Three of Pentacles. This is at the top of your reading. You have the Two of Swords and you have the Devil. Okay. So what's happening for you in the present moment, a lot of you are done. Okay. There's something in your life that's happening right now where you're done. You're done. Right. It is a toxic relationship. It is a toxic connection or an environment, okay? And a lot of you right now, you've hit rock bottom because of this relationship. It's just been too much for you. It's been extremely overwhelming. There's been a lot of issues for quite some time now. I do feel that there's a mediator or there's somebody like a third party that's interfering. I don't feel like this third party is negative. I feel more or less that this third party is needed to help balance this toxic situation that you're in the present moment. So you may have friends that are coming in to help you. You may have certain family members or people coming in to help you go through this change because there's something in your life that's been extremely toxic for quite some time. And a lot of you are realizing at this point that you can't do it anymore. A lot of you are saying, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I can't be in a toxic relationship. I can't be with toxic friends, some of you have toxic traits or behaviors that you keep doing and you keep either sabotaging yourself or you are just in this place where you feel really that a cycle of negative energy that's been happening in your life really needs to come to an end. So a change needs to happen. That's what you are feeling in the present moment. And I'm also getting with the Devil energy as well too, that the Devil energy usually is a cycle. It's a toxic cycle, something that you've been doing for quite some time that really a lot of you just don't want to do it anymore. And the good news here is that Saturn is going to be entering into Aries at the end of May. Now, this is the third week of May reading, but this is definitely going to be something that's facilitating these changes that are coming into your life. And Saturn is going to sit in Aries for 3 years. So this is definitely going to have a big shift on all of us. And I feel like it's definitely going to have a shift on you. And a lot of you are starting to realize how serious you have to get about your life. There's something here about I have to get really serious. And some of you have already been getting serious about your life, but others of you are at that point, that turning point where really you have nothing to lose. You just want this situation to come to an end. This toxic, nasty, just impeding situation that's really been just putting you down. So I feel there are certain people in your life that are going to help you get out of that and to really transform and transmute your life at this time. And this is what I'm seeing. Now, let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Six of Wands, and you have the Eight of Cups. So in the near future, you're finally disconnecting from something here that has not been supporting you for a very long time. Person, place, or thing. You're done. You are finding the courage within yourself to walk away from something that doesn't support you. I do feel around the Scorpio full moon, which is coming up, this is going to have a big impact on you. Now, if you are watching this after the Scorpio full moon, this may be something that you've already experienced or something that you are just about to experience. When you decide to completely disconnect from this emotionally draining situation, you're going to start to get very clear on what you need to do. There's been a huge fog over your head for quite some time. And in the near future, that fog becomes lifted. You start to see something very, very clear. The Ace of Swords with the Eight of Cups. What you start to see very clear is Something here doesn't emotionally feed you anymore. That's why you are feeling depressed. That's why you're feeling emotionally unfulfilled. Some of you feel that there's this empty hole inside of you. You feel empty, right? And you want to feel fulfilled again. You want to feel happy again. You want to feel strong again, right? And it may require you to recognize what you need to let go of. Do you need to let go of certain friends, certain attitudes, certain behaviors, certain toxic traits? Because what a lot of you are trying to do in the near future, you're trying to work on your career. You're trying to be successful. This is what you want. You have a huge energy here where you're saying, why haven't I reached my full potential yet? Like, what is going on? Why have I not reached my full potential? A lot of you don't understand why you haven't succeeded in something yet. You know, you want awards, you want to be recognized, you want to be recognized for what you're good at, what you're great at, right? So there's something that you need to let go of here in the near future. And I don't feel that this is something that you get from a tarot reading. I think this is something that happens from within you. You start to really, really feel this inside of you, that there is something here that you need to let go of. Now, you may not be 100% sure of what that thing is that you need to let go of. But when you do finally let go of it, something here becomes very crystal clear to you. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to see what you need to know in the future. Okay. Now, of course, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is about stability. It's about stable, beautiful marriages, relationships, beautiful home, just that feeling of having that security over your head, right? Everybody needs a home. Everybody needs that place where they can just go and they can really just be themselves. And I think that's what a lot of you are looking for. And I think when you finally get clear on your situation, you're going to realize deep down inside, the Four of Wands, that you deserve that stability is coming into your life, but you have to go through a series of steps to recognize what A, you need to end and let go of, and B, what you possibly have to completely disconnect from. Once you remove this fear of disconnecting from toxic traits, habits, relationships, environments, once you completely let go of it and really retire from it, which you will, you're going to say to yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? I should have literally done this a lot sooner because I would have been in a better place by this time around. Okay, so a lot of you are still doing that inner work, and we're going to talk about that as we get into your reading. Okay, all right, now let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification. Bottom of the deck, you have the Sun. So the Sun is a very positive card because the Sun represents, it actually reflects the positivity within you that you may have forgotten within yourself. The fact that you are somebody who is very optimistic, you are somebody who is very enthusiastic, you are somebody who sees the positives in everything. And perhaps, like I said to Scorpio, some of you have Scorpio in your chart, maybe you're a Scorpio moon or Scorpio rising, or you have a stellium in Scorpio. A lot of you have forgotten how to be positive, how to be in this energy of enthusiasm, to really feel that there is a reason to live. Okay, this is going to be a big part of your challenge. Your challenge, ultimately, third week of May, Sagittarius, is the Queen of Pentacles. That is clarified by the Emperor, you have the Devil, and you have the Moon. Okay? So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with really being honest with yourself. And this is going to be super, super difficult for some of you. Some of you are already being very honest with yourself. This is something personal because this is a part of your evolution. This is a part of you really, like I said, reaching your highest potential. The first question you need to ask yourself is, have I reached my full potential? And if the answer is no, then you know that there's something here that you need to work on. That's the first thing, because if you believe that you've reached your full potential, then you won't need this reading. But if you believe that there's still some inner work that you need to do on yourself, that is only going to happen when you're honest with yourself. The moon. The moon is all about honesty. The moon is our subconscious mind. We cannot lie to ourselves, right? And if we do, we just end up not seeing things for what they truly are. Some of you have been in a very toxic relationship, toxic connections, toxic relationships, maybe even a toxic connection or relationship you have with yourself. Maybe you've been sabotaging yourself. Maybe you have been lying to yourself about how you truly feel about a certain situation in your life. But I think your biggest challenge for the third week of May is to really be honest with yourself about your life. The way you're living, the people you hang around with, the environment that you're in, the people that you keep entertaining, the relationships that you keep entertaining, the things that you say, the things that you do. So this week is about really getting clear on the things that are holding you back and being honest with yourself. Not just saying, oh, you know, this person is wrong, this person lied to me, this person cheated, this person has issues. But when you turn it around on yourself, and this is the hardest thing. Nobody talks about this in tarot. Nobody talks about looking at yourself and working on yourself. Nobody talks about that. Everybody talks about your ex, or why your ex should come back, or, you know, why your ex left, or, you know, so nobody ever really talks about the things that we need to work on within ourselves. And this is what creates the toxic cycles. And the toxic cycles will continue until you're honest with yourself. It's so important. It's so important for your growth, because what I see here for you, Sagittarius, is you have a vision of who you want to become. You have this beautiful vision, this beautiful woman or beautiful man, you know, just this thing, this epitome of who you want to become. But to become that, you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to recognize what relationships are toxic. What patterns do I continue to do that are connected to my old self? You see, when you're manifesting your highest potential, your highest version, your highest frequency of yourself, you need to first envision that higher self first, and then start to live as if you are that higher self, okay? I'm seeing 822 on the clock. Check out what 822 means for you, because there could be an important message there for you. So this is about cutting off the old version of yourself, being honest with yourself. It's going to hurt. Yes, it's going to hurt. It's going to sting. Yeah. Ooh, it's going to sting. Yes. But it's going to help you to get closer to the Emperor energy. The Emperor is wise. The Emperor is somebody who's very stable, somebody who really is retired, doesn't really have to do much because, you know, let's face it, the Emperor has done the work. So the question now is that you need to ask yourself is, have you been doing the work? And if the answer is no, that's going to be a big part of your challenge, being truly honest with yourself and recognizing what you need to work on to get closer to this place of being that optimistic person that you always have been, or that person that you want to become. Okay. So that's going to be a big part of your challenge. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify. Bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, you have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is talking about a very disappointing situation that you went through in your life in the past. The disappointing situation that you went through in the past really involved more than one person. Lies, cheating, deception. There could have also been just really somebody interfering into your connection that really, I feel personally what happened in the past was there was something that happened that made you say, you know what, I'm never going to talk to this person again. I never want to deal with them again. I never want to go out with them again. I don't even want to give them an inch. I don't even want to give this person an inch of my time because of what they put me through. A lot of you in the past, you left. You became very clear that somebody was lying or they were dishonest with you. And it really made you question your relationships and people and trust in general. Now, in the recent past, you have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is talking about a past relationship that you were involved in. I feel that you were trying to go back to the past, but at the same time trying to find love. You were in and out or on and off with somebody here in the past. Some of you rushed towards new love very quickly, but then you also realized that it wasn't for you. For some of you, you completely just let go of new love. So you started new love, but then you let it go. Others of you, you let go of the past and you moved towards new love. There was a bigger and better opportunity here in the past, and that's why maybe you left or you disconnected here in the past. Now you also have the Two of Swords. So in the recent past, you blocked someone or you closed yourself off completely from them. And the reason why you did that, Two of Wands, you have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. Okay. So what happened here in the past was, first of all, your priority in the past was your career. That was your priority. Making money, being successful, being in the public eye. You really started to say to yourself, you know what? Why haven't I reached my full potential? What's going on? Why haven't I done things that I need to do right here in the past? So again, the energy in the past for you, Sagittarius, it started to go inward. You started to focus more on yourself here in the past. And as a result of that, a lot of you had this epiphany in the past where you were at a crossroads. This crossroads happened because somebody took advantage of you, somebody lied, or somebody put you in a very bad situation that said, you know what? Sorry, I need to put myself first. You started to realize how important it was for you to put yourself first. So you started to work on yourself. You really, really started to work on yourself on a very, very deep level. And what started to become your priority here was your money, your finances, not love. A lot of you said, I don't care about love. I really don't care about love because at the end of the day, love doesn't pay my bills. Love doesn't pay my bills. Nope, doesn't pay my bills. So a lot of you realized, you know what? I'm out, I'm focusing on myself. So this is what happened here in the past. So let's clarify the present moment for you. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups for you is really, a lot of you expected an apology from someone because someone treated you so badly that you expected an apology. You wanted this person to confess. I do feel that a situation in your life, especially in the present moment, it's gotten intense for you. And because it's gotten so intense for you, you've taken it a lot more serious than you would have before. You have the Three of Pentacles here, and the Three of Pentacles is connected to friends, people that are helping you, that are cooperating with you. You have the Strength, the King of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So in the present moment, you're getting very clear on something. I think what you're getting clear on in the present moment is just your well-being and really getting serious about your life in general. And I think that there's certain people in your life that are helping you do that. Now, you have the Ten of Swords here as well. And the reason why a lot of you are done, a lot of you are done with the past. You're done with maybe doing things the way that you were doing them before. The reason why you are done is because a lot of you feel stuck right now in the present moment. There's a situation that you're involved in where you feel stuck and you just want to get out. Okay? You're like, I just want to get out. I don't want to be in this anymore. I don't want to be in this toxic energy. You want an opportunity. You're waiting for that opportunity to get out. And I think the reason why this delay, Sagittarius, is happening is because something here in your life needs to change. It's toxic. You either keep doing it or you keep entertaining a certain action or behavior that is really making you feel stuck. So the good news here for you is there will be an opportunity that comes in the third week of May. And you're going to celebrate because you're finally going to get justice in regards to a situation that's been nothing but toxic and it's been holding you back. Okay. So this is what I feel is happening for you. Now, in the near future, you get super clear on something. It becomes so clear of what you have to do to get yourself out of a situation that's really been holding you back for quite some time. So let's clarify the near future and let's see what is happening for you. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit, okay? So for you in the near future, I do feel with the Ace of Swords, you're going to get extremely clear on something. And what you're going to get clear on is a couple of things. The first thing is the Eight of Swords. You're going to get clear on why you feel alone, why you've been isolated, why you feel that nothing in your life is working out. And again, it's because of a toxic environment or situation that you've entertained in the present moment that eventually you're going to realize you need to let go of. You're going to get clear on why this conflict took place, why it happened between you and somebody that you love the most. This conflict in the near future, and I feel either it's a conflict, I don't feel it's an actual conflict that happens in the near future. I feel that you're deliberating, you're really reviewing, analyzing, and getting clear on why a conflict happened, because a lot of you find yourself alone in the near future. And you find yourself alone because there's something here about a conflict. You really want to make sense of it. There's that Hermit. You're doing a lot of reevaluation. You're doing this about the past in the near future. So you're asking yourself, why didn't this work out? Why was there a conflict? Why was there a fight? Why did this happen? And some of you are going to realize that somebody here was the catalyst to your success. If you didn't go through that conflict, if you didn't go through that time being alone in hermit mode, you would have never realized your full potential. If you were staying in a toxic situation, you would have never realized anything about yourself. You would have never realized how you would have accomplished this success, right? So you needed that moment on your own. You needed that. And that's what's happening for a lot of you. A lot of you are alone and you're like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? It's because it's meant to happen. And this is what true love is. True love is when we're challenged, when we're put in situations we don't really like, because that's what helps us to change who we are to become better. And this is what I feel you're realizing in the near future. A lot of you are removing yourself from toxic people, connections. You're not going to have a hard time letting something go here in the near future because you know it's a part of your destiny, right? A lot of you are letting go of a relationship or a person in the near future because you don't feel loved, you don't feel supported by them. And it really forces you to work on yourself and heal and rest and really get clear on things. And this is what leads to your success, my dear. This is what leads to your success. When you're alone and you feel alone, it gives you that chance to really get clear on what you want for yourself. You're not going to be alone forever, but this period in the near future where you feel alone, it's for you to work on yourself, to regain those values within yourself, to regain your standards. Some of you watching this, you have Leo very strong in your chart. Either you have Mars in Leo, Venus in Leo, or you're a rising Leo or a moon Leo. And success is going to be yours, but you first have to recognize and realize why a situation happened and why you feel alone in the future. When you don't take it personal and you actually look at it as a blessing, you're going to take the opportunity to work on yourself in private. You're going to realize all the negative traits within you that you need to let go of. And it's going to force you in a way to recognize your full potential. And this is big for you. I'm seeing 2828 on the clock. Please look up what 2828 means because there's an important message for you. Once you go through this change, it's going to lead to the stability that you've been looking for, okay? So this is what's coming into your life. This is what I have for you. So let's get some advice for you, Sagittarius. What's the advice? So your biggest piece of advice is the Five of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ten of Pentacles. Your biggest piece of advice is what is it that you need to abandon and let go of in your life in order to have a brand new beginning? Your brand new beginning that's happening, it is scary. There's a little bit of fear here. I don't want to take that risk. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? Why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this? A lot of you are realizing, this is going to be a big part of your advice, that the more you hold on to things in your life that have absolutely no value and aren't helping you grow, the more you miss out on huge opportunities. And this has a lot to do with money, your finances. A lot of you are asking, how can I make money? How can I be successful? How can I get myself to a better status? You have to let go of what isn't serving you in the present moment. Is it an attitude? Is it a relationship? Is it an environment? Is it certain friends? What type of attitude, behaviors that you have been dragging around with you that you need to let go of and abandon? And once you do that, how much are you willing to take a risk on a new direction in your life? Because if you're willing to take that risk, I promise you, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. But it's going to require you to let something go. And that's going to be totally up to you and what you decide, okay? So Sagittarius, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.